that I've noticed lately is that these griffins, which could be taken as dragons later on, they're a big link to Tartaria. Griffins. Okay, Griffins. Tartaria. Griffins and Tartaria. When you get to this part of history, which was it was the late 1400s, you've got the red and the white, the red and the white, the War of the Roses. And I have a big feeling, what were they doing? Was it Tartarian armies fighting together, or was it trying to get rid of Tartaria? They've lied about our history. All linked to Griffins. It's just Griffins. The House of Lancaster and the House of York. There you go. Those are the two houses with the white rose, white griffin, red rose, red griffin. There you go. And there is the griffin. Flags, types used during the War of the Roses. There you go. Sometimes it's depicted more as a dragon, but they're griffins. All griffins, which actually look quite like dragons. And there you go. This is what they're saying. The uniforms look like masses of detail. Would they have bothered in those days? But anyway, showing you the griffins. These are griffins. I wanted to do this era, but it is so complicated. I even sent Amy off to go and listen to some videos, because although some of it's the same in each video, everybody's got their turn on it, and it's never ever adds up to the same piece of history. But I think it was Edward the 4th or the 5th, it might have been him, this one. He was illegitimate and never ever should have come to the throne, which means everybody afterwards, Henry V, Henry VI, Henry VI, 7th, Elizabeth I, all the way through to our present Queen, never ever should have come to reign. They're all illegitimate. So it's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. But it's all to do with griffins. I've got quite a lot taped, but it's just so complicated. I just can't. It's just too complicated for everybody to listen to. It would take me hours to explain it. But I'm pretty sure that Edward V is illegitimate, never should have come to the throne. And then this leads on to Henry VII, Henry VIII, Elizabeth I. There you go. There's the line there. It goes across, down there, and onto them. It should have been on the Plantagenet line. And then we'd have had King Michael, who lives in Australia right now. I find that very interesting. Griffins. Griffins. The symbol of Tartaria. What's your thoughts on all this? It's just a short video because I can't put the history together because it's just too complicated. It's all to do with griffins, which are half animal, half bird. But this is what's turned into dragons. That's what I think. It says Tartaria, the most hated bird, secret energy. Is history a big lie? Understanding Tartaria. I like those words. History. Consider everything. Believe nothing. Griffins. 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 Griffins with crowns on. There you go. Very linked to the Russian armies. Imperial Russian medals, badges, eagle emblems, eagle symbols. They're griffins. They're griffins, not eagles. Griffins. A lot of people don't think Napoleon was real, like Christopher Columbus. They were books or stories or just wrong history written in to make it look like something else. But the flag of the Griffin, Tartaria, the secret history. So people are very interested in this. This map, or this depiction here, is 1919 to 1920, targeted individuals. Tartaria. I might have a look at this map a bit more. Oh, we've got a better one here. I've not seen this one before. Let's go to this one. Hang on. There you go. Tartaria, but it wasn't. It was all over. Look at the red places where we're supposed to have conquered India and Pakistan and all these places. A lot of these places here, because I'll show you. Oh my God, that's very interesting because, wow, I'm going to show you something in a minute. Yeah. Watch this then. For the Commonwealth of the country, of the world. Watch this. I wonder what's really going on here, because there you go. Now, do you see? Look. Information, because I thought I want to know, but obviously it doesn't have Russia and that side of it in there. But these are the members of the Commonwealth, which I went and looked up. I suppose anybody can look to member, but you just saw that map. So playing around right now and keeps. Wow. Well, the map on the left is all to do with the Commonwealth countries, and apart from this bit here, oh, hang on, let me just, I can't show you, but apart from Russia, right, look at the map on the right. The red countries are Tartaria, but look at the Commonwealth. These countries here and these countries here. There's the Middle Eastern ones, look. That's the Commonwealth. Just very interesting that those would have been Tartarian countries, because they're on the red map on the right. But they're not. Even here, see, they're all included in the Commonwealth. Anyway, we'll just let this play. It might be a bit it might be a little bit small on your map, but I'm trying to record it. Here's a current list of all the countries that are in. Okay, there's quite a few of them are in, and some of them are out anymore, but 1966, 1982, 1960. (1947). Looking at the dates. Very interesting. I didn't realise I'd be looking at it. Realise it's a lot of the Commonwealth. What did they come? Did they come to the... Please save us from the Tartarians. Anyway. Apart from Russia, which is a huge country, look at all the countries that are in the Commonwealth. Don't worry about America and Canada, but Africa, India and all those, they're the same. I'm going to look up the Commonwealth now. There you go, 1931. So, you saw what the map said. We just read it out a moment ago. So there you go. Wow. Well, you learn something new every day. There you go. Former territories of the British Empire. What does that mean then? Does that mean that we were Tartaria? There you go. Griffin, the god of Great Tartaria. Someone else's picture. This one says, the Great Tartaria... Whoops-a-daisy, hang on. The Great Tartaria on connecting the dots. Mudflood Tartaria. There you go. The British elite and Talmudic Jewish Empire, 1919 to 1920. I'm going to press and look at this one a bit more. Maybe people want to stop this video and look, but in here is mentioned Tartar history was rewritten. Let us be frank. Was it to be falsified in order to eliminate references to the Great Russian aggressions and to hide the facts of the real course of Tatar-Russian relations? And this was so in the isolated case in every Muslim area within the USSR. Historians, on orders of the Communist Party, have rewritten history to distort the facts so that the Russians appear always to be in good light. Well, can't see how we were ruling it at the same time as Russia. People really do like this history. I always call anything that we don't know, all the history we don't know, I call it Tartarians. Here's another one, look. So, 1 second. There you go. Tarston. Great Tartarian Conspiracy, Illuminati. Griffins. There is something wrong about the official Russian history, and here is why. Oh, we might have to go and have a look at this. Something wrong about the official Russian history, and here is why. People nowadays call Tartars are not really Tartars. These people have Turkish roots, and in Russia they lived in Volga areas called Bulgar. Real Tartars were a tribe amongst other tribes which inhabited Mongolia and which, Tsingis Khan. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Oh my god, juguated and destroyed them. The name Tartars and subsequently began in Europe and elsewhere as a name. Its hold on people and areas of Mongolia and Bulgars nowadays called the Tartars areas, which Genghis Khan conquered in mid-14. The Golden Order Mongol broke up. There you go. Is this why there was the War of the Roses in the late 1400s? Our former areas by Kazan, whatever that word is, sorry, and Ivan the Terrible conquered areas at the beginning of the 1550s. Ever since, so Tartar areas has been part of Russia. Very interesting. A little bit more here. The history books tell us that Peter needed transfer. Not sure if that's. Yeah, there's more of it. You can read that one and take your time to read that one if you like. But there you go. There you go. Go an old advert saying French Tartaria. Kind of a part of history that's been written out of our history, but were they the goodies or the baddies? Meme has turned up there, but this is Chicago in 1893. Very Tartarian-like, but with Nigel in the Masonry book, it already said that America used to be part of Egypt. It's Egypt. It's all Egypt. So many now. I'm so glad, because I tried to look it up a different way yesterday and I couldn't find anything much about it. But there you go. History is a big lie. Understanding Tartaria. Let's have a look at this one. Big lie. Understanding Tartaria. The system was administered through abbeys and monasteries. What? Let's read off this a bit then. A very palatable illusion in which a more likely reality offers up the idea that previous to the Crusades, blah blah, was a huge realm with monarchs overseeing each nation under the authority of a church that represented the message of the Gospels. The system was administered through the abbeys and monasteries. The biggest, most powerful of Europe was the Abbey of Cluny in Burgundy from 909 AD. This monastery was taken over by the worst caste, the Carolingian dynasty, who set about inverting the Benedictine doctrine doctrine on land ownership and became powerful religious order that required land and more land ad infinitum. Land became their currency. What they carried out was the information of the feudal system, which they then thrust on England in 1066. Something changed around 1,000 years ago, the once global empire, but did it? I think it changed in the early 1900s. We had the big ball in Russia in 3 or 5, but they had no expense spared. It was the last big ball, and then obviously some years later the king had to resign, Nicholas, and then we've got wars, 2 wars, all to make you forget what really was going on. Anyway, maybe people would like to read that, because I'm not sure if their history line is quite right, but it will say quite a bit about Tartaria. Just stop the pages, okay? Just stop when you get to that page and read it if you want. It's too much. So there's also the 4th Tartaria, the other side. Oh, right, okay. But anyway, there you go. Tartaria, Tartaria, Tartaria. What really was it? Everybody has an idea about what it is. Anyway, that's my video. What do you think it all was?